Well, good morning. It's Saturday, and as you can see, we're currently working on the rear deck again. This isn't going to be completely finished for a while, but we're going to see how close we can get it today. And what we're going to do is these are going to be mounted. These are going to be the supports for both the rear deck and the hatch, so when it's closed, it'll lay right on top of this. And there'll be 5 of these actually. There's 2 on either side. And then this one, which comes up here like this. This is a walking bracket. You can see it's very interesting. I welded that together actually using the blowtorch and some Aluma-Weld rods. It came out really nice. If you look at that, that's really nice. I actually watched the aluminum pool melt, and if you look at that edge, you can kind of see a crack, what looks like a crack there. It's not really a crack, that's just because it's yeah, there you go. That's not really a crack, that's just a bubble of more like a burr. Okay, anyway, that's going to come up here and sit like this under here, so when you step on this, it's going to be nice and solid. That's what you want. You don't want to be walking on the aluminum and have it cave in on you. So that's step one. Now, this is a pretty wide hole, so the hatch cover itself is going to have some supports on it. Otherwise, it'll just collapse. But, you know, could put no walk signs all over it. That would work too. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Right now I'm just hoping that it opens and closes by the time I'm done today. And that's pretty much what we're doing. There you go. Hello. Okay, this is part 3. You can see that we got that one, that one. This one's not mounted yet. We gotta do a little more carefulness with that one, because that's where the hinge is going to go, and we don't want any binding. And then we get this one and this one, and I had to bend these two a little bit so that there was an overlap of the deck, so that, sorry about the finger, so you can see that it goes underneath there. We're probably going to put a screw here and here, and then again the hatch is going to lay right on top and then open via this hinge, which is going to go right here. Okay, and when we clamp that, everything will work out just fine, but we're going to clamp that so that we don't have any flex in the deck when we're doing this. But anyway, we're not quite ready for the hinge yet, but we are getting close. Here's the deck hatch. You can see it's just the cutout for the that we cut out of the rear deck, and there you go. That's exactly how it's going to go, right like that. Okay. There's some adjustments, but you know, in essence, that's it. And then when we get the hinge on it, it should open, so you can get the gas tank down there and still have some storage space for some other stuff. So anyway, that's kind of how that's going to work, like that. So, better get to that last piece so we can see how that's going to go. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm actually very pleased with that so far. So, there you go. Okay, as you can see, we got these mounted. Okay. That's going to have a screw probably here and here. But that'll be good. And when you walk on it, it'll be fine. And then this is enough of a lip to hold the Probably push it out a little bit, but it's enough to hold the hatch. And I'll show you that when we get the other two installed over there, which is probably what we ought to do next. Okay, we got the last one mounted under here. It's nice and sturdy, and you can walk anywhere. Walk on this side, no problem. And you can walk on the middle, because that's the ice chest. That's not a problem. But you can't walk right over here yet, and that's okay, because I'm not done over here yet. I'm really not. So, but you can walk between this hole and here. You could step, if you're very careful, you can step gingerly, and then everything's cool. And then, so now, what we want to do is drill the holes. Go ahead and do this, because we have this set. Go ahead and drill the holes for the hinges, for the hinge, and then we'll pilot holes anyway, and then we're going to have to find some bolts that do the job, and I might have some machine screws that do that, but we'll have to see in my little bin of supplies. Anyway, that's where we're at. Well, before we go any further, I found these screws in my garage with these nylon capped nuts, and we're going to use those, but we've had to cut these a little less than half so that they fit real well, but we did that for 4 of them so that we could get it kind of set, and now we're going to show that the whole concept works. And you won't be able to see the ugly old gas tank, which would be awesome. Alright,